Welcome, everybody. Monica, Thrive in Your Body. I am so excited to have you join today because we're going to be talking about unwinding. You might have heard about this term. I don't know if you actually know what myofascial unwinding is. It's quite different from just your regular, therapy and regular releasing. Stress from the body, but it is a wonderful way, very simple, easy, and safe way to let go of that stuck fight and flight that we accumulate in our bodies throughout the day. We all do that. Okay, let's be honest and let's face it, our lives are full of stress and stress that we don't even need. But that's the reality. So myofascial release comes in really handy to help us release the stuck trauma, stuck fight and flight energy, stuck resistance, and that internal mechanism of the body that makes it protect itself, tighten up, and kind of protect from the world. But sometimes, of course, it's necessary, it's needed, it's a natural mechanism. But what happens with the body, it becomes tight and restricted, and suddenly we don't even know why and how we get into pain. We even get into chronic pain, and nothing really helps it. So, wonderful way to incorporate into your day every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, is to unwind. So, unwinding is simply following the body's natural wisdom of telling us how to move and how to release stuck energy. Okay? So there's nothing that you have to know, understand, or you don't even have to know about what your particular stress or trauma is about. All you need to do is just let go, allow yourself to float in space, and allow your body to guide you. So let me demonstrate. And I'm going to be sort of pretending because I want to give you some ideas about how to go about that. But when you find your own safe, nice, quiet place where you can kind of be with yourself, you don't need to pretend. You can just go with your body and allow it to move the way it wants to move. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to have you sit down on the floor, or you can sit on the chair if you really cannot get on the floor. But if you can, I'm sitting on my cushion here just to be comfortable. You can get your yoga mat because you may even end up laying down. So as you're sitting, and see I have my legs crossed. If you can do it, that's fine. You can spread your legs out too, kind of, just be comfortable. And I like to start with just like a little rolling of my tailbone, feeling the firmness of my tailbone on my cushion, on the ground, wherever I'm sitting, or on the chair, and just allowing myself to kind of roll, to get in my body into sort of a bit of movement already. I'm not thinking about it, I'm not planning it. I can go the other way here if I want to. Just allowing, imagining my body is sort of like a seaweed, and it's starting to sort of just float in space. So you can start with that very simple movement of rolling your hips, feeling the firmness of your tailbone on your sits bones, sitting pretty straight. And I'm feeling like actually my lower back already is mobilizing my sacrum, and my lower back is mobilizing. It likes that movement. So this is just a very simple way to get started. And what we also love to do is actually raise your arms. If you have a lot of pain in your arms, you can just use one arm at a time. You can even have a broomstick that you sort of rest your arms on, if that helps you. But if you can, easily spread your arms, and I'll continue sort of rolling my tailbone in circles and taking breaths. I'm not trying to do anything, but I noticed my body started to actually create a bigger movement. So I keep on telling myself in my mind, I let go. I let go. Allow my body to move and see like my right arm wants to go back. If you don't have that extension, if it hurts, don't do that. Your body will keep you safe, so it may just actually want to have this movement a little smaller. Maybe that's as far as you can go. It's okay. Yeah? If you let go and listen to your body, it will not hurt you. It will not take you into too much stretch. The problem we have often is that we like to force things. This is what we've been taught. This is what we've been conditioned to do. So we like to make it big, just forcefully. Oh, because I have to stretch. No, it doesn't work. It actually started to hurt my shoulders. So I'm just gently imagining now that my arms are like seaweed floating in the water. I'm actually gonna cross my legs because it feels more comfortable. And I'm just allowing myself to move in space. And now I may notice that, see, my left arm again wants to stretch more. So I'm supporting myself now with my right arm. And mind you, I did not think about it. I did not plan it. I just felt an inkling in my body to go that way. And this is what I'm doing. Ooh. And I'm having this beautiful stretch in my shoulder. It feels really good. I'm feeling it actually going down into my hip, stretching my entire side. It feels good. And maybe my body wants to go. And like I say, I'm pretending a little bit, okay? Because I want to show you different motions and different possibilities. Ooh, and I just noticed my neck was really tight. That was a really good awareness. I was holding my leg tight, so what about if I just let it go and tell myself, let go. Now my body is stretching my right arm. It feels really good. Ooh, and I really became aware of the tightness in my neck. So this was a good wake-up call. Hey, you're holding your neck really tight. There may be something there that needs attention. So maybe next time when I go to my therapist, I'll tell them my neck was very tight when I was unwinding. Maybe I'll use my ball and put it under my head and stretch it out. Okay, we have a lot of stretches and ball exercises on this YouTube channel and on Facebook, so you can go back and watch some of that if you noticed an area in your body that wanted attention. But see, now I made my movement smaller. I'm talking to you, so obviously it is a bit of pretending, but I'm again going back into that rolling motion. It feels so good on my hips. Feels like I'm mobilizing my lower back. I'm going to show you a little bit what I'm doing here so you can see. Okay. See, I'm going back and forth. Little rolling motion. Okay. It's very spontaneous, very natural. Sometimes when we're unwinding, we may feel like we're very, very tight. What may help, and it really just going out in extension, it hurts. It's very uncomfortable. Maybe we've had a car accident. Maybe we've had an injury. If you let go and let your body move you, it will not injure you. However, again, I want to stress it out. You don't want to force anything, and you don't want to just make yourself stretch against your body. So sometimes what may help if you feel like you're very tight is actually exaggerate the tension. So that's actually another really great way of releasing trauma and fight and flight energy from our body. So what I'm going to do here, just to pretend a little bit and demonstrate, I'm going to pretend that my body is going into that restricted, tight posture. And I'm just tightening. So I'm tightening my body. Ooh, I feel my shoulders going up, my neck kind of scrunching. You remember I noticed my neck felt really tight. So actually, my neck is telling me it wants to kind of compress and tighten up. So I'm following it. And let me stay here and even make a sound. Oh, get some energy out. Sometimes you may feel like you start to shake a little bit, okay? And that's energy coming out, that fight and flight coming out of the body, healing us. And then at some point you may feel like, I'm complete with that. Now I can soften. And so now, again, you may check, and it feels so much better now on my shoulders to actually spread out and stretch. Good. Okay. So I could go forever like that. I love to do that in the evening before I go to bed every night. I spend my 20 minutes with my myofascial release self-therapy, and oftentimes I just allow myself to lay down or sit up and just unwind and let my body guide me. Which stretch do we want to do today, right? It's a beautiful way of actually truly knowing what our body needs, because let me tell you, no therapist, no doctor, no book knows what you in particular need today to release stored trauma and tension and fight and flight energy. Your body knows. And this is my message for you today. So what I wanted to invite you today to do is find a place sometime this afternoon or even the evening, whenever you have your 10 minutes that you can devote to your self-healing. Find a comfortable place, sit down on the floor, on a cushion, on a chair, and allow yourself to just float in space, imagining like you're a seaweed. Or maybe if that's too much for you, you can actually go into a bit of a contraction and tighten up, and then try again. And one thing I also want you to remember, tell yourself, I let go. Tell yourself, I will follow my body now. I'm not going to overthink it. And this will guarantee that you won't get hurt. Your body will never hurt you. And your body knows what it needs. So this is my message for today. Please reach out, let me know how it went. And post in the comments what else did you want to learn. And also what parts of the body started speaking to you as you were doing this unwinding routine this evening or this afternoon. Beautiful, wonderful talking with you on this Saturday, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.